This is something of our theme today, that theater, right, is the thing that catches the conscience of the king, right, and that can change the world. So, following that theme, our next legend of Off-Broadway is Nicholas Viselli, the artistic director of Breaking Through Barriers, New York's only professional theater dedicated to serving both artists and audiences with disabilities. And Nicholas is a man with a mission. That mission is a simple one: to make art that changes the world. Nicholas made a commitment to that mission when he joined theater Breaking Through Barriers 25 years ago, working as an actor in over 30 of the theater's productions, a director, a sound designer, an administrative associate, tour coordinator, and a script reader for low vision actors. Here in the Off-Broadway theater, you don't do just one thing. So he's been fulfilling his remarkable mission ever since. In 2015, Nick became the artistic director of theater Breaking Through Barriers, and under his leadership, the company has produced some of its most celebrated work, from 2015's The Unexpected Guest to this year's production of God of Carnage, featuring brilliant actors and creators from across the spectrum of disability. Mr. Viselli is fond of saying, as artists, we create our own realities. And Nicholas and the artists he's worked with for so long have shown that they have the ability and courage to imagine and create a world that transforms the one that we live in. So thank you to Nicholas Viselli and Theater Breaking Through Barriers for daring to create a world where the brilliance of artists with disabilities has the chance to shine. Please help me welcome the artistic director of Theater Breaking Through Barriers, and now a legend of Off-Broadway, Nicholas Viselli. Okay.
Wow. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Today's June 20th. Today happens to be my mother's 91st birthday. So I have to say, this honor is really such a great gift for her. So thank you for that. And it's also for me. I'm sorry, forgive me, I have to sort of refer to some notes as well, because when I stand up here and see all of you, it's still hard for me to believe that this is really happening. About 7 weeks ago, when my general manager, Steve Asher, called me early in the morning, which is something that you don't normally do. I mean, mornings are always a little tough for me. He told me that, well, first of all, that our production had been nominated by the Off-Broadway Alliance for Best Revival, and I couldn't believe that. And then when he mentioned Legend of Off-Broadway, it's still not real to me. And I'm standing here right now and looking at all of you, and it's still not real to me. So until it hasn't reached those processing centers in my brain, I'm hoping that I don't even know if I want to be around myself when that happens. So I'm so honored by this award, which in all honesty, I feel I haven't even begun to earn. Legend is such an incredible term, and I just I like to look at this as a challenge and a promise that I'm going to continue to work really, really hard to someday really truly merit what is called a legend of our profession. But I can say with all honesty, even though maybe I don't yet feel like I deserve to be called a legend, I think the work that our company does, who we are as a company, is truly the stuff of legends. For many of you, this is probably one of the first times you actually heard of our company, Theater Breaking Through Barriers. I like to sort of say that TBTB is one of New York's best kept secrets, but we're now going into our 44th season. We've been around since 1979. So I think after 44 years, it's about time that we sort of let the world in on this little secret. So I have to thank the Off-Broadway Alliance for amplifying our voice and elevating us. Thank you so much for that. TBTB, as Peter had mentioned, is New York's only off-Broadway theater company that's dedicated to advancing and celebrating the work of professional artists and performers with disabilities. We were founded back in 1979 by my predecessor and the founder of the company, Ike Shamblin, who I also have to share this honor with because he's the one that got the ball rolling. And started creating theater at a time, a theater with artists and performers with disabilities at a time when working a theater with disabled artists was considered anything but professional. It was always our goal to not focus on the disability, but to focus on the art. So our company has always been an integrated company, mixing both disabled and non-disabled performers together. And the idea is to drive home that disability is just a human characteristic, like hair color or eye color, and yet it is often considered to be something else, something other. Over the past 7 or 8 years, there's been an incredible push towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. And of course, rightfully so, the main targets of equity, diversity, and inclusion are race, gender, and sexual orientation. But disability is also one of those diversities, and it oftentimes has to take a back seat to that, even though disability is the only diversity that exists in all other diversities. And as the great playwright John Beluso once said, it is the only diversity that anyone can fall into at any given moment. So our goal has been to try to not only draw awareness to the talent of our artists, all artists, writers, directors, designers, technicians, but also to try to reduce the stigma that is attached with disability, and to sort of prove that an artist is an artist. And we have to be able to look at the person in front of us and see who they are, not just see with our eyes, but look closer and look deeper. The good news is that after over 44 years of pushing our message and trying to pioneer new ways to create fully accessible theater, not just by adding open captioning performances or adding, that's all very good and important, but now it's the idea of integrating it and building it into the show so that it just becomes part of an entire experience that is not just for 1 or 2 people in an audience, but for the entire audience. And to sort of elevate all of that. And I think the bottom line, the proof that I'm standing here before you, such wonderful, incredible artists whom I have loved and respected for years, such wonderful arts organizations that our company has been sort of elevated with and compared with, that indicates such a positive sign that we're making great progress. So I want to thank all of you on behalf of the small but fierce family at TBTB, whom I share this with, our incredible board of directors, some of whom are represented here today: Lou Morell, our board chair, Sue Ferziger, our board secretary, our very small administrative team, 4 of us, we happy few. Steve Asher, our general manager, Tucker Salavara, who is our social media coordinator, and Anne-Marie Morelli, who also happens to be my wife, who does everything from helping me to write grants to helping me with, helping us choose our casts. She's incredible and my inspiration in my heart. I have to thank my mentor and our founder, Ike Shamblin, who always wanted to win these awards. The company was founded in 1979, and in 1980, the winner for Best Play was Children of a Lesser God. And at that time, our company worked primarily with blind and low vision artists. And Ike's determination was, well, if they can win a Tony Award working with deaf actors, I want to win a Tony Award working with blind actors. Well, we're making our way there. So I have to share this with him. And my family, my friends, all of the incredible artists who have worked with TBTB and brought us to where we are today. I have to thank all of them, and I have to thank all of you. Thank you so much.
you so much.